its base value is higher than that of the normal version.
Dorfs Hammers for Hire is an arcade co-op adventure that follows a gang of dwarven weapon crafters and armorsmiths as they travel a lively world to deliver vital weapons to soldiers in need. The game includes a co-op campaign in which players team up with up to 3 teammates to navigate 5 distinct zones with 30 stages. The Arcade Classic mode adds 10 levels for a more informal experience, allowing players to test out different strategies and playstyles. In the Versus Battle mode, players compete in a 2 versus 2 format over 5 diverse arenas. Dusk Diver 2, the sequel to its predecessor, features thrilling encounters against chaotic animals and new adventures. Yumo and her allies protect the human realm from various demons in Taipei's sex-amending district and the dark underworld of Yushinding. Players may express their ingenuity through a limitless number of combinations and employ various support talents to keep adversaries off balance. The game is set in a practically reproduced neighborhood of Zaxamending, Taiwan, and has configurable equipment, skills, and orb combinations. Extensive side quests keep gamers entertained for hours. Yomawari: The Long Night Collection is a terrifying horror and suspense game that immerses players in Yomawari's creepy environment. Yomawari Night Alone contains a young girl with distinct talents and stories, whereas Yomawari Midnight Shadows features 2 schoolgirls with unique abilities and storylines. To proceed through the tale, players must unearth dark mysteries and solve riddles. The rich sound design and hand-drawn visual style of the game add to the dread and anxiety. There are also several endings in the game, with players needing to survive the night. Void Terrarium 2, the second entry in the series, transports players to a decaying environment populated with toxic mushrooms. Toriko, a little girl, is the last survivor of mankind, supported by Robbie, her robot friend. She is suffering from another life-threatening disease. The game includes weapon mastery, surprise bonuses, customizable partners, and terrarium maintenance. To save Toriko from certain death, players must travel underground corridors, collect materials, and create necessary tools. The Liar Princess and the Blind Prince is an enthralling story that appears to have been stolen from the pages of an intriguing ancient fairy tale. It tells the narrative of 2 souls who find consolation in each other's presence owing to a common misunderstanding. Players must fluidly swap between the shapes of a wolf and a princess to solve difficult puzzles and escape deadly traps in order to conquer numerous challenges and obstacles. Players may uncover shards of priceless memories by gathering flowers and petals while expertly navigating the scary and treacherous jungle. The game is about an infinite adventure in which players pick from a variety of character classes and deck cards to go on unique journeys. They methodically arrange structures, terrain, and opponent cards along each loop, striking a balance between cards to improve survival rates and retrieve important treasure and resources. Players may also improve their camp by converting hard-earned resources into improvements and receiving reinforcements with each completed loop. The final aim is to save the Lost World by killing the demonic guardian monsters and breaking the Lich's temporal cycle. This hilarious party game takes you on an exciting voyage with the cheeky Rabbids. Begin an exciting journey filled with hilarious events and lively individuals. Gather your loved ones and enjoy a myriad of incredibly hilarious minigames, making this the ultimate Rabbids party bonanza. Play local multiplayer with up to 4 people and immerse yourself in a world of shared fun. Create a bespoke playlist of your favorite mini-games to ensure a faultless evening of festivities. Customize the difficulty level and controls so that everyone may participate in the thrill. The unsettling horror saga returns with a new story set in an eerily similar world. The spooky oral design and dimly lit locales set the stage for horrible apparitions. Players may customize their character's appearance by changing their hairdo, hair color, clothing, and accessories. They must use a flashlight to discover buried facts and phantoms, listen to their heartbeat to detect spirits, and apply a novel method to avoid evil stares by closing their eyes. This new version provides a unique experience for both new and returning fans.
And I'm right here!
Last Recode is the fourth volume of the Hack GU series, continuing Hazio's adventure through the original trilogy. The game alternates between portions set in the world and outside of it. Players may explore Hazio's computer, similar to an augmented reality game, to discover more about the outside world and the game. Outside of battle, players can purchase and improve equipment, as well as supplies to treat status afflictions. The game's graphics may not be as ancient as the original series, but the gameplay is fluid, and there is lots of substance.
Back to the world.
In Raging Loop, a young man finds himself stuck in a terrifying psychological horror scenario. The ancient gods have returned to hunt the peasants, and the feast has started. The werewolf, an angry creature, stalks among the peasants. The game is a visual novel with a complicated branching tale and a clear flowchart for recording selections. Deaths can be rewarded with a key, which allows players to explore new avenues and discover the killer's identity. The game also features a revelation mode, which allows players to view characters' inner thoughts and unlock new scenarios. Kaze and the Wild Masks is a platformer game that pays tribute to classics from the 90s. A boy named Kaze saves his companion Hogo from a curse that has created havoc in the Crystal Islands. Wild Masks may be used to challenge animated vegetables, providing them powers such as tiger, eagle, lizard, and shark. The game has over 30 levels, including 50 bonus levels, and is a nostalgic journey through time with finely made pixel visuals. The platformer is both difficult and rewarding, putting players' abilities to the test. An abandoned maintenance robot discovers a girl called Toriko on the verge of death in a planet tainted by deadly fungus. She is the last person left and is extremely vulnerable to the fatal circumstances of the outer world. To assure her survival, the robot and decommissioned AI Factoria I construct a terrarium for her. To help Toriko's health and the terrarium, the robot must journey into the wasteland to acquire supplies while facing vagrant machines and aberrant monsters. As they fight through dynamically generated stages in turn-based combat, players must carefully select their loadout. After defeating the angelic army, demonic armies took control of Earth. War is indicted and deprived of his abilities, but is offered the option to return to Earth to seek the truth and punish those guilty. War, pursued by an angry squad of angels, must confront Hell's soldiers, form alliances with demons, and traverse across the destroyed Earth in his pursuit for revenge and vindication. The game has cataclysmic power, an extraordinary array of heavenly, demonic, and earthly weaponry, an epic quest, character advancement, and fights between heaven and hell.
Then I will make this quick.
Shovel Knight Treasure Trove is an all-new installment of the popular action-adventure game franchise, replete with gameplay, iconic characters, and an 8-bit throwback design. Players take on the role of Shovel Knight, wielder of the shovel blade, on a mission to find his long-lost love. There are 4 other games in the game: Plague Knight, Spectre Knight, and King Knight. A cooperative campaign, full-featured challenge modes, and a body swap option are all included in the game. The game has endearing characters, well-balanced gameplay, and a light narrative touch. A service robot warns of an approaching Imperium danger in your world. A randomly generated, emergent mission-based narrative is combined with a reactive, tactical, turn-based warfare system in the game. Each playtime is distinct, difficult, and never the same. A fast-paced reactive time battle system, an intelligent adversary system, different characters, and a unique rebellion engine are all included in the game. The game requires players to negotiate emergent gameplay, dynamically generated missions, shifting priorities, developing opponents, and equipment upgrades.
You will undoubtedly fall many times.
Shiren makes a victorious return to the Western market. Discover the allure of this time-honored classic. Shiren the Wanderer sets out on an exciting new adventure. The Mystery Dungeon provides endless gameplay possibilities. Each game offers a new and challenging challenge, even for the most experienced explorers, thanks to dynamically generated dungeon landscapes, adversaries, and riches. New opportunities and companions await. Set off on an exciting adventure with a diverse cast of islanders, nomads, and fearsome foes. Extend a helping hand to your compatriots.
Special runes.
Thanks everyone for watching. If you liked any one of these games, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Hope to see you on the next one. And stay awesome.
In the face.